The link with tourism and conservation can be quite clear. You know, especially we were talking about promoting this area, and now we're busy developing a garden route, birding route, which hopefully if we advertise, we can get more birders coming up here. If we have more birders coming up, then we maybe are putting more money into the South African national parks and into the nature reserves. So we're contributing more financial input to conservation, and particularly maybe with the citizen science angle is to try and let people know that, and I know a lot of the bird atlases will already do it. When you go on holiday to a particular area, you do an atlas card, we call it. You basically write a list and input this data as a citizen scientist. So it's also for the AV tourists to be aware that when they're in a new area, they can collect data in that area as well and still contribute.
So would it help you if individual lodges, for instance, were to contribute those bird lists on behalf of their guests?
Yeah, definitely. You see there again, the lodges might have managers, like one of the managers I've heard from a local area called Reflections. They will have managers who can almost vet the list. So maybe a UK birder might get the familiar chat and the sickle-wing chat confused, but then the local manager can vet the list and make sure that it's the right species, and he could input it. They could also establish the My Bird Patch. They could call their lodge a My Bird Patch, and then as an owner, they can have people collecting lists while they're in the area, and they themselves can run a list and see. Also then looking at how the population is changing over time, how's the abundance of different species changing, that you can do with My Bird Patch, whereas you can't do that with some of the others. So all of these are available on the Animal Demography Unit, University of Cape Town, their website. It's got all of these different citizen science projects. So these are the important bird areas in South Africa. There's 124 of them, and as you can see, we cover just about the whole country. Western Cape, about 26. There's a couple in the Eastern Cape that I've been working on recently, this past weekend, meeting with some of them there. The Northern Cape looks as if we maybe could have a couple more, and obviously spots like Comfy Stone and the sort of important bird areas in the Institute for the Bearded Vulture, and the Collywobbles Vulture Colony is in there somewhere. I think it's a little site there maybe, is the Collywobbles. BirdLife International is widely acknowledged as a conservation organization that has a very strong science backbone. It comes from hard science. Why we do our conservation, where we do it, how we do it, is all fed with this very strong science. And so this obviously then also underpins the IBA program. BirdLife South Africa has a Facebook page. I actually put a post on it yesterday. So we're sharing news with our members. Members can go there and share sightings that they've had, or share workshops or bird outings that are coming up. My program manager, Daniel Marnovic, puts out tweets onto Twitter as well. So we're working through Facebook and through Twitter. Obviously we have our internet site up and running, BirdLife South Africa. If anyone Googles that, they can find our webpage, and there is all the detail you would want on our different programs, who to get in touch with in different areas, as well as information sources. An IBA, an important bird area directory, is available online. So people who, like you say, the younger technologically savvy generation won't look for the old IBA directory as a book. They'll go online, and there they'll find all our IBAs online as well.